Hey guys, this is Chain77 back with Pool B for Brawl for All Round 3. First team off the rank, we got Jake. He's got the Mega Latios, Thundy T, Sylveon, Nita Queen, Bisharp, Slowbro, Greninja, and Breloom. So, interesting team, little bit fat, pretty slow. But yeah, that's kind of Jake's MO. Actually, it's not too slow. You got Lardy, Greninja, Thundy. It's okay. The speed gap between Thundy and Nidoqueen could be an issue. But sure, he can play around it. Stealth Rocks. Yeah, he's got some hazards. Nidoqueen, Bisharp, Greninja. Not too much in the form of removables, however, but that's okay. He can definitely play around that. Nice. Yeah, Dragon Fairy Steel Core, Water, no Fire type. No Fire type is interesting. And a good ground type though, so hopefully he can deal with those steel types, which you know, otherwise he might struggle against. So yeah, he's got to find a way to break those steels. Yes. Next we got H. Cullen. He's got Jirachi, Zapdos, Mega Blastoise, Alola Muck, Dugtrio, Conkeldurr, Chandelure, and Druddigon. So, fairly nice start. You know, Jirachi, Zapdos, very solid. Mega Blastoise, round 3, arguably a bit early. And the same for the rest of his picks, I feel like they all could have gone later. You know, Dougie, depends what he wants to do with Dougie. If he wants to just trap stuff, he can. His team's also really slow, but has a few nice priority options. But yeah, capping out at 100, having Zapdos and Jirachi as your fastest ones is not ideal. Actually, sorry, Dougie, you got Dougie, but Dougie's not taking a hit. So realistically, you have to take a hit and yeah, deal some damage. And you know, Alola Muck can definitely takes those special hits. Conk can take a few physical hits, or if he's AV, he can then take a few more hits. But yeah, not too many hazards, just a couple of rock setters, 3 of them, and but very good hazard removal. So that is good. Next we got Soft Niggly with Mega Sableye, Toxapex, Alakazam, Arcanine, Goodra, Schmeargle, Levani, and Electros. So starting early with that nice and heavy defense rather. And then you got Zam, which is a nice revenge killer, Arcanine, which is a really nice mon in the format, and then a couple of somewhat useless mons in my opinion. Smeargle used to set up hazards. Levani, you know, has some attack prowess, but yeah, it's not great in that regards. Usually just used to set up webs. So yeah, this is definitely, in my opinion, not one of the strongest teams, but hopefully you can prove me wrong. Next we got Aaron 2420 with Infernape, Scolipede, Necrozma, Shaman, Togekiss, Empoleon, Mega Garchomp, and Electivire. So fairly nice hazards to start. You got 5 of them, so that's really nice. 1 removal. The team is not too weak to rocks. It's a little bit. You got Kiss and Scolipede, but apart from that, it's not too bad. Empoleon as well to remove rocks, so a couple of them. Necrozma is that, and the synergy is is not too bad. Fairy, Dragon Fairy Steel, and no water type, which could be potential issue, but something like a grass, no, what am I talking about? He does have the fire water grass core. There it is, right there. Yes, solid team. Speed is not too bad. You got speed pass, and then yeah, it's fairly nicely clustered together. It's a nice team. Next we got Narth Vader, Mew, Thunder Eye, Arzu, Roserade, Sizzle, Buzzwole, Mega Sceptile, and Ember. So Dragon Fairy Steel, and Fire, Water, Grass as well. So check that off the list. Some nice hazards, spikes, T-spikes, and stealth rocks. You know, having Mew as your only stealth rocker could be unfortunate. Oh well, it's annoying, put it that way. Yeah, Mew doesn't really want to be tied down to that role, in my opinion. So yes, hopefully he can find ways around that, because Mew is much more versatile when he doesn't have to, you know, doesn't have a specific role. Yeah, it's much better utilized that way. A few psychic weaknesses which I'm seeing, a few flying weaknesses as well. You've got the double grass core. Mega Sceptile is interesting. Probably just tried to complete his Dragon Fairy Steel core, so picked up Mega Sceptile. That's probably why I picked it up, from the looks of things. Not a bad team. Hopefully, you know, Narth can do all right. Next we've got Spanik, Victini, Rotom Wash, Mega Venusaur, Hydreigon, Fortress, Mismagius, Staraptor, and Gardevoir. So another team that has not the best speed. Couple of 100s, Mismagius capping out at 105. Not the best hazard setters. Just Fortress. Fortress is also its only removal, and with Victini and Staraptor, you definitely need good removal. Yeah, Victini doesn't want to take repeated rocks damage, and neither does Staraptor. Yeah, but you know, Mega Venusaur and Rotom Wash form a fairly solid core, wall core, and then throw on normal Gardevoir, and yeah, it's a fairly solid defensive core. He has not too much offensive sort of sweeping power due to the lack of speed, so that might be an issue for him. But you know, he has some good breakers in Victini and Staraptor. I guess Scarf Hydreigon. I can foresee Scarf Hydreigon being run very often, or Scarf Victini as well. So yes. Next we got Will the Most, Zygarde 50%, Mega Pinsir, Milotic, Florges, T-Tar, Delmise, Redemy, and Metagross. So nice little Metagross pickup at the end. Zygarde to start off is very solid. Mega Pinsir is a great breaker, and can also be a great sweeper, I guess, with SD Quick Attack. Zygarde as well with E-Speed, Metagross with Bullet Punch. So nice priorities. Couple of hazard stealth rock setters, I guess. T-Tar, Metagross, and Mega Pinsir can set rocks. I don't know whether you want Mega Pinsir to set rocks, but he can. And then Delmise to remove. Milotic is there to be fat and annoying, and Florges can wish things up. So yeah, fairly nice team. Common weaknesses. I don't see one that is too prevalent. I mean, Ice, I guess, but you know, he's got Rotom Heat, Metagross, Milotic as well. Not really fighting, not really water. yeah, he seems to have synergize synergetically wise. It's very solidly put together. It's a very good draft. Next we've got Drampage. Starting off with Celesteela, then we've Mega Altaria, Terrakion, Starmie, Gengar, Gliscor, and Salazzle. So really fast draft. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things above 100. Actually, 5 things above 105. And then dropping down to Gliscor, the Mega Altaria, and Celesteela, but it's not too bad. A little bit, I guess. Gliscor is going to be forced to run Stealth Rocks a lot, and Starmie's going to be forced into a roll to spin to make sure that Weavile is kept healthy. But you know, in many cases, Weavile can just be used to clean up with Ice Shard, or be some Sash Link or a Life Orb breaking set. But Starmie probably has to be used as a spinner in most cases. But yeah, it does that role very well, so hopefully Drampage can make that work. Another team with a fairly solid sort of mixture of super effective moves that work against it. Maybe Zygarde 50% stats and arrows might give him trouble, but apart from that, it's not too bad. We got Weavile to hit Zygarde, but that does full damage. Next we got Tup, Old Man Tup, Manaphy, Dragonite, Mega Alakazam, Heliolisk, Cavalion, Whimsicott, Snorlax, and Donphan. So we go from 150, 115, 116, 100. So not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 things above that 10 or 100. One at 100, and then a couple of really slow mons down the bottom here. But Curslax and Donphan seem to work together fairly well. Snorlax being more specially defensive and Donphan being more physically defensive. A couple of rock setters and a removal in Donphan. Removal is definitely needed when you pair it with Dragonite to ensure that its multi-scale is kept intact, and hopefully he'll be able to utilize Manaphy well to help him go pretty far in this tournament. Next we've got 681 Shadow, starting off with the Mega Lopunny, then Latias, Ferrothorn, Primarina, Darmanitan, Jolteon, Porygon Z, and then Kofag to end. So a nice mix of offensive mons, fairly offensive mons. Ferrothorn as the main hazard setter. I guess Kofag can throw out some T-Spikes, but yeah, we're seeing this is quite offensive in my opinion. And Ferrothorn, Kofag, kind of there just to pivot around things, take a hit, maybe toxic or something. But yeah, most of the other things seem to be pretty offensive. Primarina can be sort of both, I guess, but its physical defense isn't that great. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Shadow plays it. Solid draft though. Another solid draft. Next we got It's Pharynx, or however you pronounce it. Heatran, Latios, Mamoswine, Serp, Suicune, Kamala, Mega Heracross, and Mimikyu. So nice to see Mega Heracross getting used. Very solid breaker. And then Serp, I guess Scarf Serp locked into Leaf Storm to clean up. It can be very threatening. Mimikyu as well, behind that disguise. Another fairly solidly put together team. a couple of hazard setters, Heatran and Mamoswine, and so a couple of removers as well. The obligatory fat water type right in the middle there. Yeah, foggy waters definitely required, or a water type at least. So yeah, nice team, solid team. Halu, starting off with the nice Mega Diancie and Salamence, the Nidoking, Gothitelle, Talonflame, Hitmontop, Kartana, and then Slowking to end. So Mega Diancie is great, especially in tournaments. In my, just from personal experience, it's just a massive, it's just a monster. And seeing how in tournaments you get less mons, and then you get to, so there are less switch-ins, and yeah, Mega Diancie just gets to run train through a lot of things. Yeah, people definitely have to pack the berries. Otherwise, yeah, Mega Diancie just runs a bit rampant. Salamence to go with Mega Diancie, pretty nice, and then Nidoking to set hazards. Nidoking being the only hazard setter is a bit worrisome. He doesn't really want to be locked into that role. Definitely likes to take advantage of its wide range of move pool with the sheer force life orb as well. Gothitelle to trap, which is cool, just to get rid of those pesky threats or that are stopping him from sweeping. Talonflame, I was helping someone prep with Talonflame for a few weeks, and yeah, you find how little you actually have for flying and fire stab. So hopefully he's able to keep rocks off the field, and then Talonflame can actually put in a lot of work. He's got a few good hazard removers. Hitmontop, Salamence, and I guess Kartana can defog. And then yeah, Kartana can be a nice cleaner as well. Really high attack, and if you run it Scarf, then it gets beast boosts, and then just keeps rolling and rolling. And then a random Fatmon at the end. Slowking's good though. King Rich. Where's the Cloyster? That's disappointing. But Lando T is nice. Clefable, Skarm, Zygarde, 10%, Zerk, Alolan, Marowak, Celebi, and oof, the Mega Gyarados to end. So Mega Gyarados, my I don't know, more my sushi roll, I guess. Yeah, definitely very fond of Mega Gyarados. And he's got Clefable as well, and Celebi to help support it. Very nice hazards, not that much in the form of removal, but his team isn't that rock weak. So Alolan Marowak is the only thing, and yeah, fire. I guess fire coverage does help him out on this team, but yeah, I can see him not bringing a lot of Marowak that often, just because everything else is so much better than a lot of Marowak, in my opinion. It is like truly matchup dependent, but from the looks of things, you know, you can run defensive, double dance, Lando, Z move, whatever, then just some fat Clefable set, fat Scarf set, Band or DD, Zygarde, Scarf set, you know, DD, Mega Gyarados, can set up on pretty much anything. So yeah, a nice team. And Celebi is a nice one. Not too much. Yeah, a lot of bug resistances, so that's really good. Next we got Azar with the nice Coco Tapu Bulu call to start. Then Mega Scizor. So he takes all the fairies and then drafts probably the best fairy killer, so that's smart. And then we got Keldeo, of course, Heligo, Entei, Acelf, and Flygons. So nice and fast team. 2 mons below base 100. And then Azelf, Nihilego, Flygon to set rocks. No, I don't think Flygon learns rocks. I don't know. But it does learn default, which means I don't think it learns rocks. Yeah, really fast and offensive team. Very, I guess, yeah, offense is the playstyle that Azar likes to use. He just prefers to build quickly, and drafting offense definitely helps with building quickly, because you just look at the opponent's threats and then just check them off as you go down with each mon. Next we got Arzi, Garchomp, Tapu Fini, Core again to start. We saw that with Neo in Pool A. And we got Magnezone, Volcarona, Serena, Crobat, Mega Gallade, and then Crawdont to finish. So, bit of priority at the end there. Magnezone round 3 is interesting. Probably went way too early. Probably there to trap steals, I guess, because Volcarona, because Garchomp and then Tapu Fini kind of don't deal with steals that greatly, but then you draft Volcarona next. So Magnezone, feel like you could have definitely gotten something better. Raikou was still around. Xurkitree, I don't know how many fast electrics were on board, but yeah, I don't think Magnezone is that good in this format. Serena, Crobat to remove hazards for Volcarona. We saw that with another team in Pool A having that combination to help Volcarona, but with the added remover of Tapu Fini as well, so a lot of hazard removals. And then Mega Glade. Mega Glade is such a beast in 8 months. There's just not much you can switch in on a Mega Glade. Yeah, and see it putting in a lot of work for Arzi. And lastly, for this pool, we got Ice by Gecko with Taunty, Excadrill, Tangrowth, Mega Guard, Raikou, Volcanion, Kyurem, and Hippowdon. So quite a few rock weaknesses. And you know, Excadrill being your only form of removal is, I guess, just shortens the lifespan of things like Kyurem and Volcanion and Tornadus to a certain extent. So yeah, I can see Volcanion is, yeah, I can see it being run Scarf a lot, but to help break, or it could be run Specs, I guess, to help break those fire and bug types for Excadrill to help him sweep. Taunt is really nice as well to kill those bug and grass types. To once again support Excadrill. Tangrowth as just your standard fat mon with Hippowdon, so both fairly I guess defensive Pokemon, not so especially defensive, but then Mega Guard is more specially defensive and so is Raikou, but yeah, both of them are probably more geared towards an offensive role. Mega Guard can be run fat, yeah, and you can definitely put in a lot of work. Fat Guard is definitely a set, and a very good one at that. And Kyurem is also really nice in this format, I feel. Dragon and Ice stabs are very good, and yeah, its bulk is also underutilized, underappreciated at times. It can be very bulky if you invest correctly. Yep, so that round wraps up Pool B. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and catch you for Pool C.